So Christians, and we're talking about Christians here, not just any Christians, not all Christians. Yes, not all Christians. Just the ones in this joke, the ones this joke is based on. Just these Christian jokes here. So when we're talking about Christians, what we're really talking about is how to define a Christian. What is a Christian? How do you have a Christian? How do you make a Christian? How is anything made? How is a thing made? How is a thing defined? And then how is that thing real? A Christian is real when a Christian acts. A-C-T-S, acts like a Christian. That's a Christian. That's what a Christian is. When you say, what is a Christian? A Christian is acting like a Christian. Well, what is acting like a Christian? Well, what is a Christian? Capital C, and then you can lowercase the following letters with no space in between the following letters and the letter C, which you capitalized just now, which we said it's a capital C, and then it's lowercase h, lowercase r, lowercase I, lowercase s, lowercase t, lowercase I, lowercase a, lowercase m. Christian. That's Christ with an I-A-N at the end of it. And we know, we've looked at this before, we already know, based on the book. This is a Christian book, and this has all been defined. The meanings have been made clear, and the implications have all been explained. This is definitions, meanings, implications. That is to say, implications of things. And a Christian is a thing. It's a Christian thing. It's a thing that's based on whatever it is that I-A-N is following or attached to. That would be capital C, H-R-I-S-T, followed by the letters I-A-N. In other words, Christian. In other words, Christ. So to act like a Christian, according to the definition of Christian, based on the spelling of Christian and the dictionary, the function of a dictionary is to provide the definition of a thing, and the Christian is Christ. If the definition of a thing is when you add I-A-N or A-N to the end of anything, then that thing you have now added I-A-N or A-N to the end of is now the thing that is the thing that's been added to. So in other words, if you have Christ, and then you add I-A-N or A-N to the end of that thing, then now Christian or Christ with I-A-N at the end of it is now Christ. In other words, the thing that you're basing anything on becomes the thing that the thing that's basing itself on is. In other words, Christian is acting like a Christian.